In Greece, the protests persist. Strong and vociferous, rallying against the government's cost-cutting measures. Far away in the peace and quiet of Solvay Library in Brussels, Europe's leaders are gathering where academics usually meet. No better place to think. They've got to decide what to do about Greece. Do the leaders bail it out or let it stand alone to deal with its debt crisis?
Do they need to go further and more or less kind of fulfill these expectations from markets by coming out with more than just a political statement?
So what are their options? The case for helping Greece grows stronger by the day. Greece threatens the financial stability of the Eurozone. According to the credit rating agency Fitch, it is running out of cash. With around 7 billion euros in reserves, that's only enough to last until March. And the big fear is that if Greece goes bust, Spain, Portugal, Ireland, and possibly Italy may follow.
If confidence in the markets were restored, interest rates would come down, and Greece, Spain, Portugal, these countries would not have any difficulties meeting their debt obligations.
On the other hand, there is a case for the leaders letting the Greeks sort out this mess alone, because persuading other taxpayers to foot the bill could be tough.
Yeah, it is tough, and you need to have some really good arguments, and that is what the Greeks need to understand. If somebody's going to lend the money, there will be conditions on it.
Conditions also stringent enough to fight the perception of moral hazard.
So what can we expect from this meeting today? Well, what we're hearing is that there is likely going to be some kind of a joint statement of support for Greece. No numbers about cash or loan guarantees. That could come next week at a finance ministers meeting here in Brussels.
Now, a lot of these countries, Germany, France, are actually stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Absolutely.
If they give some kind of support or a lifeline to Greece, Chris, you were explaining in your piece, it means that other countries can ask the same, but at the same time they need to support the euro, and they need to make sure that this country doesn't collapse.
Well, they have to, absolutely, and they have a big stake in this because their banks, between France and Germany, they got tens of billions of euros of loans to Greece, so they can't let this thing fail. When they write a check, if they do write a check, it could go across town in Paris to help support the banks that have loaned money to Greece. They also have exports. Half of Germany's exports are within Europe itself. They need to make sure that this whole financial structure and economic structure continue.
All right, Chris, thank you so much.